So we are now living in very interesting times here in the United States. One of the things that has just happened is that states are planning on restricting Americans' rights. Now I want to address what's going on here and the breaking news that just came out just a short while ago. So make sure you stick around and watch this entire video because you will not want to miss what I'm about to tell you. All I ask is one thing, takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoyed these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So one of the big controversies we have had for decades is what are the rights of the American people? And the rights that we have as Americans should not be questioned. Those rights are with us forever. Well, here's one of those things that many people are questioning. It is the right to vote. What we are now hearing is that many lawmakers are contemplating whether or not certain individuals should vote. Not only that, they're also contemplating whether or not certain people can be voted for. Now, here's the breaking news that just came out a short while ago. Look at this. Maine bars former President Donald Trump from the ballot as the U.S. Supreme Court weighs state authority to block the former president. This is not just Maine. Okay, we also learned last week that Colorado did the same thing. Well, guess what? Today we learned that Trump's ballot ban appealed as the U.S. Supreme Court to this U.S. Supreme Court by a Colorado Republican Party. So yes, his ballot ban has been repealed at this time, or appealed at this time. We have about a week. Until these ballots will begin, because I want to show you this. Look at this right here. I want to read you this right here. It says the first impact of the appeal is to extend the stay of the 4-3 ruling from Colorado's highest court, which puts its decision to pass until January 4th. January 4th is the day before the state's primary ballots are due at the printer. Okay? That's important to note. Okay? That they are going to put off this decision until January 4th. But the ballots are supposed to be due at the printer the next day. Okay? That's why it's a very big problem. But when you throw this in on top of it, it only gets worse. Because now multiple states are considering banning former President Donald Trump from the ballot. Now, here's where things are at. What we have been told is that we can vote for anybody that we want to. As long as you're able to vote, you can vote. But let me just put it to you this way. If you are able to vote, but the person that you want to vote for is being banned from the ballot, then essentially are you still able to vote because they just took it away from you? It's like a parent telling their kid, yeah, you can watch TV, but I am going to take away your TV. All you have is the remote and the cables. That's it. Probably not going to watch TV. In this case, you will probably not vote. Well, here's the reason it's turning into a disaster. We have learned for years of experience that there's always going to be controversy in an election. Well, the reason why we are now starting to see more controversy as the election nears, we're less than 1 year away, is because of all the crises around the world and here in the United States. Just to name a few, look at this one. It's the border crisis. We got reports today that the U.S.-Mexico border talks yield important agreements on the rail and bridge crossings. One of the reasons why reports are indicating that the Mexican officials bulldoze certain encampments on the Mexico side of the border is because the United States was putting pressure on them to do something to get people away from the border. That was one thing that they can do. Instead of making these encampments so nice and you got water and you got some have electricity and some have bathrooms, don't make them nice. Make these encampments just the worst things possible so people feel like they need to either go back home or attempt to make it into the United States. Not stay there, wait, try to go to the U.S. No, you didn't make it. All right, come back, stay there, wait again, try again. No. That's why reports are indicating that the Mexican officials attempted to run people out. and shoo them away, and hopefully back to their home countries. At least that's what the reports are telling us. But again, the issues that we are facing right now is that some states are going to do all that they can to limit who you can vote for, limit how you can vote. Can you vote by mail, or do you have to be in person? Do you need an identification card? Do you need something like that, a passport? If you are a U.S. citizen, right? We've seen all these rumors and reports and stories, but again, what is happening moving forward? Well, the Mexico border is one of the issues, but that's not the only issue. Look at this one. These Red Sea attacks that are happening, because of the Yemen Houthis, these could actually raise prices for U.S. consumers. One of the biggest issues that we have faced over the past couple of years is inflation. According to reports and according to many experts, if the Biden administration doesn't bring down inflation over this next year, we're currently at 3.1%. If it doesn't get into the 2% range, they are really cutting away from his chances of winning this next election. As of right now, his polling numbers are very low, but again, things could change. We just don't know. So that's one. Well, I was reading this article from, I believe it's The Guardian. I was reading this article today. I want to show you this. Look at this. It says, sitting on a powder keg, U.S. braces for a year and an election like no other. And I said this just the other day, that the United States and the American people are in for one of the most difficult years on record. And it's going to be a year like no other. Some are saying this could be the worst year in decades. Some are saying that 2024 is going to bring more crises, more heartache, more pain for the American people. All I can tell you is I will be here to report these updates and give you these stories and tell you what's going on, try to give you both sides of the fight. Because this is something that we are going to face over the next year, really over the next about 10 months. Because leading up to the election in November of 2024, we're going to have certain lawmakers say stuff about the other party, and that party is going to say stuff about the other party. It's just going to be a back and forth game. And this political game that everyone's going to be playing, the American people will be in the crosshairs of this. So, what should you expect moving forward? Well, expect difficult times. Expect people to spread lies about the other party. It's going to go both ways. I wish I could tell you it's not, but it will. Republicans will spread rumors about Democrats. Democrats will spread the rumors and lies about Republicans. That's just the way it goes. We see it every single year, especially in an election year. So that is something to anticipate. The next one is expect the Biden administration and President Biden himself to come out and promise you the world, promise you the moon and the stars and everything in between. Because right now, with the polling numbers so low, the expectation is that President Biden has to agree to some massive piece of legislation, something the American people absolutely want and need. And if he doesn't, there's a very good chance he will not win his re-election campaign. So, expect that to happen. Again, I promise I'll be here every step of the way. I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. All I ask is for two things. First, hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed today's update. Also, click that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and I'll see you guys on the next one.